What is poppin' fam? Spanik here, and this is week 1 of the Western Pokemon League, better known as the WPL. In our week 1 battle, we are taking on Latios Azurul and his Philadelphia Froakies, and just by the team name alone, I gotta put him down. Anyway, his team was really stally. He had like Rachi Kiss plus a bunch of Fatmons. Which I can see he didn't. As you can see right off the bat, he did not bring the Togekiss, which was actually pretty nice for us. As Rachi plus Togekiss could be really annoying for our team. And yeah, okay. Anyway, let's get to the team we brought. We are packing with us Volbeat with a kind of a tail glow passing tailwind set. Just to maybe get it into Gardevoir, because Gardevoir under a tail glow could potentially just sweep his team. And the Gardevoir, we have 3 attacks Trick Room. Trick Room, I was debating Trick Room or Calm Mind as the last move. I decided to go with Trick Room, or even Taunt. Taunt won't even be bad either. But I decided to go with Trick Room because I was going to look to set Trick Room up and potentially just sweep his team because I could outspeed a Scarf or Spidef Jirachi under Trick Room. And I was kind of afraid of a Spidef Jirachi because Gardevoir kind of ran through his team. Otherwise, if the Gardevoir plan doesn't pan out, we have a Life Orb Sharpedo here with the ability to also sweep. It also sweep or even just wall break. Really, it's sub 3 attacks, so hopefully that could do some work. We have Heatran, which I forgot to set for, but Heatran's here. I think it's just a rocker, maybe like a special. No, it was a Fizdef set. It was a Fizdef set to deal with his to feel Jirachi Togekiss shenanigans because it just destroys that. We have also Toxapex here to also helps out with this Jirachi shenanigans. I was a little afraid of the Jirachi shenanigans because I've lost to Flinch Hacks Jirachi many times in my draft league career, and I wanted to avoid the same fate. And for the last one, we just have Hitmonchan, just here to just get rid of any hazards he may want to bring. Also could deal with the Mamoswine effectively. Like this Hitmonchan was my Mamoswine switch in. Mamoswine was a giant threat for my team. So anyway, that's his team, and that was just a brief rundown of my team. So let's see if we could get a win in week 1 of the WPL. So I lead with my Heatran as he leads with his Mamoswine, and I switch out into my Volbeat. It is my Volbeat was my best switch into this freaking Mamoswine. So I definitely, because I definitely had nothing good for it. So I just go out of my Hitmonchan here, maybe try to gauge the set as he does reveal to be Life Orb, which was that's why I went on my Hitmonchan in the first place, because he is revealed to be a Life Orb Mamoswine, which means my Hitmonchan does outspeed potentially. Or out prioritize means the Hitmonchan outspeeds. I think I built this to outspeed Mamoswine. Adamant Mamoswine. So yeah, he just goes for Ice Shard, takes me out here. That's fine. Not really too concerned about rocks. As he goes into his I switched that into his Slowbro on my as I go into the Shark here. Reason why I went to the Shark was because of I knew he wasn't scarfed, so Shark could just come in and get off a sub and get a speed boost up. He does pull a switch into the Slowbro, giving me a free sub. I like sub better than Protect on Sharpedo, just because of, I mean, Protect is more reliable, but I don't mind sub either. So you may see a mix of both this season, we shall see. So I go into the Shark here, set up a sub on the Slowbro, as he's just going to Mega Evolve, and I'm just going to fire off a Crunch. Do some nice damage to that Slowbro. Very nice, as he does break my sub with the Scald, which I actually didn't think was going to break my sub, as I just go for another Crunch here, get some nice damage, as he can't really touch me. Maybe fish for a defense drop, as I do get the defense drop here, so now he either has to sack his Slowbro or switch. He switch back into the Mamoswine, sacking it off, well, maybe sacking it off, because he does live on 7. He just goes for Ice Shard to get some chip on me, that did 31%, Jesus. As I tried to go for another sub, thinking an Ice Shard wouldn't put me in range, but it did. So now he just goes into the Magnezone as I click Earthquake, as he reveals to be Sturdy Magnezone, which was very good prep on his end. I didn't expect a Sturdy Mag, but he did bring it, so whatever. I don't mind sacking off my, Sharpedo. It did its job. It whittled down the Slowbro, and it got rid of the Mamoswine. So right now, I'm kind of looking in great shape here to potentially win with Gardevoir. So I go to my Heatran here just to set up rocks, as he goes with T-Bolt, and that does a lot of damage. So Specs probably likely, as I go for a Lava Plume, able to kill it, because my Heatran was built to outspeed Magnezone. As now he goes back into the slow bro, as I could just fire off a toxic here. As he goes to the slack off, I don't mind. I wasn't afraid of him clicking Scald there because the switch into my Toxapex was likely. So he probably was unlikely to go for a Scald there. That's why I stayed in. I wanted to get the Toxic off. And I feel that could help me out more because I need Toxapex more for his Jirachi. Heatran's kind of expendable. I guess it could help with the PZ, but Heatran is kind of expendable. So I'm able to pull a switch out into my Volbeat because I'm thinking now I can set up as he pulls the switch into the Chansey, which is perfect. So now I'm able to set up a sub here on the Chansey as he does reveal the heal bell, which is fine by me because it is looking like Gardevoir is going to be able to clean up this game. As he goes for Seismic Toss, breaking my sub, that's fine, I guess. As I decided to tail go again, getting a little greedy, as he does decide to talk, because I went for the second tail go there because if he is Spit F Jirachi, I needed to be at +6 in order to kill with Hidden Power Ground. So now I do Baton Pass into my Gardevoir as he goes on a Seismic Toss, doing really nothing much. As I just Mega Evolve here and I want to kill off this Chansey, I didn't want to set up the Trick Room yet as he goes into the slow bro, and I am able to outspeed. So Gardevoir picking up two nice kills here. As Rachi does come in, and he's going to be able to kill me with the Iron Head because I was min speed. I maybe should have set up a Trick Room on the slow bro, but thinking he'd slack off, but I didn't. So now I go into my Toxapex here, thinking I could have this game in the bag as I go for knockoff, open the knockoff Choice Scarf, but the PZ doesn't get an item knocked off, meaning he is Z move, and he goes for Z conversion. Now this really confused me because I thought it was banned. Turns out it was, so I do get a 3-0 win this game. He brought Z conversion, and turns out he didn't know Z conversion was banned in this league. So because he thought status Z meant any status Z, and conversion is a status move, which is why he brought Z conversion. But it turns out Z conversion is actually banned in this league, so I will be picking up the 3-0 win this game. We decided to play it out for shits and giggles. It really didn't matter because of it really didn't matter. He does end up sweeping me with this Porygon Z, but it doesn't matter at all because I do end up picking up the 3-0 win because Z conversion was banned and he brought it. So it's just written off as a forfeit. I figured I'd upload the battle anyway just to have something uploaded. If he was, I probably would have won this game straight up if he wasn't Z conversion because he would. Let's assume he went with the double dance set. He would have to have foregone either Psychic or Hidden Power Ground. He probably would have foregone Psychic because Hidden Power Ground would also hit my Toxapex. And Toxapex probably would have been able to 1v1 this. And unless it would have probably came down to Jirachi flinch hack shenanigans. That's probably what would have happened. It would have came down to Jirachi flinch hack shenanigans late game. So yeah, good game to Latios. I know, good game to Latios, even though you brought an illegal set, but yeah, so what? It happens. It's only week 1. It's only week 1, and it's only a 3-0 loss. He'll bounce back. He's better than this. He'll bounce back. So yeah, we pick up a nice 3-0 win in the first battle for WPL. So Spanic out, and I will see you guys for week 2, where we take on Jake and his Miami Mimikyu. Should be a good one. Peace!